president for the Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America, and so I'm participating in the Goodwill One Life program this year.
And Tara, tell us what you do with Goodwill.
I'm Tara. I work with the Goodwill on Patton Avenue in workforce development.
How long have you been there?
So I have been with Goodwill for 5 years, and I do have some follow-up information for you from our last Goodwill.
Yes, I ask you, how did Goodwill get started?
Yes. So Goodwill was founded in Boston in 1902 by Reverend Edgar J. Helms. And so he collected items from wealthier communities, took those items and actually employed people to revamp the items, to fix the clothing, fix the household goods. And so it gave them an opportunity to make some money when those items were sold. And we still do that same business model today. So that's pretty cool.
That was a great idea that he had,
I
wasn't
know.
it?
Smart guy, 1902.
Yes, indeed. So tell us about the different services and programs and how youth programs fall into those services.
Sure. So at Goodwill, we're all about employment and training. So we work with anyone who's looking to take a class or better themselves or get into a new job. And we do that with a lot of type of job seekers. So anyone who's maybe their first job, maybe they have extensive experience and they want to get into a new industry. And we're really working with a lot of different individuals. And youth services is one of our many programs that works with people to better their lives and give them some additional skills and training.
Do you know when this program got started and what was the impetus for starting that program?
Yes, actually, One Life is about 5 years old. We actually started it with one staff member, 9 program participants, a Word document, and a dream, I guess, that it would help youth work through barriers of being in high school, because everyone knows that's not always fun, right? And really help them figure out what their passion and their dreams were. And 5 years later, we are in 7 high schools and working with amazing youth like Nate here.
Nate told me a little bit about what he's doing, and we're going to get into that in a little bit. So, Lance, what are the youth programs at Goodwill?
Yeah, so we have 3 major programs in youth services, one of which is One Life, which we'll talk a little bit more in depth about. The other 2 programs, the first one's called Next Gen, and that's our program 16 to 24-year-old youth who are out of school. So for whatever reason, if they didn't complete high school, into a program to complete their GED. Also, following that, get them into some sort of certification program or credentialing and up to a 2-year degree. So we can help to fund that, offer them one-on-one support, and set them up with a paid workplace experience to kind of give them the experience they need moving forward with their career.
And so today we're highlighting One Life. What is One Life?
So One Life is a program that helps prepare youth for the future by helping prepare them for their career and helping them gain work experience. Through One Life, I've learned how to prepare for a job interview and develop leadership skills to work better in groups.
And where are you working?
So currently I'm an intern at the Winkle Law Firm right here in Asheville, sorting files, scanning files, all that fun stuff.
You told me you were digitizing some of the law books there, too. That must be a nice, fun thing to be doing down in the basement.
Oh, yeah. So actually, we have a library that had to move every book and entire shelves of books just throughout the place. It's been fun work.
So are you paid?
Yes, so we are paid through Goodwill. Goodwill pays us $10 an hour, and we work for 100 hours throughout the course of our internship.
And so what schools are involved in this program?
So we're in 7 different schools right now. In Buncombe County, we're in Inca High School, Irwin, Owen, North Buncombe, T.C. Robertson, and a charter school called ICI. And this year we actually also moved into Madison High School.
So, Lance, tell us about the internship component of this program, and why is this an important thing for the community?
Sure. So after the students successfully complete the school portion, which is a semester-long program with the One Life staff during the school day, they're then eligible for a paid workplace experience during the summer. And that really allows them to develop some soft skills, to get experience in their field of interest, and to get paid. So it's a really important piece because there's not a lot of paid internship opportunities in a field of interest for 10th through 12th graders. So it's a really, really awesome opportunity for the youth that we serve.
So, Lance, you are a special guest today with Goodwill, and we are fortunate when we have Goodwill in that they do bring in some of the guests that are benefiting from what Goodwill is doing in the community. So, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I am the state president for the North Carolina Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America. It's a career and technical student organization that focuses on developing skills for life for youth and also helping strengthen the function of the family as a basic unit of society. That's sort of the mission of FCCLA. And so that's really what I focus on as an individual.
Is the youth program just a summer program, or does it go throughout the year?
Yeah, so throughout the year, we took a course where we learned a lot about developing your leadership and becoming a better leader and several other things throughout the course that helped prepare us for our internship. And then when summer comes, then you participate in your internship and you log your 100 hours and you get your certificate and you've completed the course.
What did you learn in leadership school?
So we learned a lot about working in groups, different personality types, a lot about making decisions in life, and a lot about how to seek out a job, how to go through with a job interview, and several skills like that.
So, in your experience with One Life program, what have you learned in One Life program besides what you just mentioned? And what is one of the big things that you've learned working at Van Winkle Law Firm?
Well, at Van Winkle Law Firm, I've learned a lot. There's are several different types of laws that I didn't even know existed. There's eminent domain, creditors' rights, you name it, they have it at Van Winkle. And so it's just very cool to talk to the attorneys and learn from them as you work there. And I've learned a lot about filing, which sounds pretty boring, but I've learned a lot about filing.
That's an essential skill, honestly.
It truly is.
When I first started working, I didn't even know how to use a copier. So I think you're ahead of where we all were when we started. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a very good thing because, I'm constantly refiling stuff on my computer and it's important to be organized. And goodness knows a law firm must be organized. So are you planning on going into the legal field in your career?
Yeah, so in the future, I hope to get my undergraduate at UNC Chapel Hill and then hopefully go on to pursue a law degree.
And so that is your future plans, and we've got our little script here, like what are your next plans, and that's it apparently. Yeah. Where do you think you'll go?
So undergraduate, I already said Chapel Hill definitely, but I don't really know for law school. Maybe Duke, maybe somewhere like that. That might be setting my goals pretty high, but we'll see.
So, do we have any other information about this program that you'd like to share with the community and fill them in on what great jobs Goodwill is doing in the community that probably not a lot of people know about?
Yeah, absolutely. So obviously we've been talking about our One Life program, and I mentioned our Next Gen program. Our third program is our partnership with Buncombe County Health and Human Services. It's called Links, and it's a program for foster youth. We give them one-on-one support, teach them independent living skills, so when they turn 18, they're out on their own. They've developed some of those skills to survive life. So those are some awesome programs that we have. We're always looking for business partners to help with the internships during the summer because both Next Gen and One Life offer an internship component. They're all paid for through our budget. However, we have some awesome community partners like Van Winkle Law Firm who give the students the amazing opportunity to develop their soft skills and to and for a lot of times having their first job. So we're always looking to expand that network to join the group of amazing partners we already have.
And can you name some of your other partners that you work with?
Sure. Biltmore, Care Partners. We mentioned Winkle Law Firm, Brother Wolf, Animal Rescue, YMCA. We're kind of all over the map because we really try to match students with an employer in their field of interest.
So if an employer hears this interview and feels like, boy, that would be a great program for me, for our business, how do they get in touch with you?
Yeah, they can contact our Career Center. They can call 828-298-9023 and ask to speak with me. Again, my name's Lance Crawford. Or they can email me, lcrawford@goodwillnwnc.org.
Tara, how can people find out more information about youth programs at Goodwill?
So, of course, we have our website, goodwillnwnc.org, but we also have a really cool new online tool that we're really excited about. It's called Goodwill on the Go, and it's a website, but you can access it through your cell phone, or you can look at it on original computer as well. So you can text NWNC to 56512. And that will actually give you resources and tools and programmatic information for all of our centers across our whole region. So if you want to know what Goodwill in Salisbury is up to, you can do that. If you want to know just Western North Carolina, Asheville area, you can click on our icon and all of our programming information comes up. And that tool is actually great too for job seekers or employers in our area. We're trying to highlight our top 10 employers or do employer spotlights on this tool as well. So that's a great way for us to give back to the community so that we can promote the businesses in our area to our job seekers. So if you're an employer listening, please feel free to check out that tool, give us a call, and we'll be glad to put your hiring information, your job information. We can connect your hiring job site directly to that online tool so people could be on the bus thinking about a new job. They could look at your business and they can actually get connected directly to your job site. So hopefully we just launched last week, so we're really excited about sort of being in everyone's pocket as they walk around Asheville.
Cool. And so what upcoming events are happening at Goodwill?
So we have two cool events. I'll let Lance talk about one, but we actually we're really excited. We're going to have a table this year at Leaf Festival downtown. This is our first year being engaged with a big festival like this, and we really hope that we'll be able to engage with members of the community, maybe answer some questions about Goodwill. We will also have some fun activities. We have some donated T-shirts from our retail store and from our community that we will be using to make dog toys, and so people can take that with them, make a dog toy at home, or they can make it there with our staff. We're also going to make a community rug made out of the same T-shirts where people can write a message for the community, tie it into the rug, and then we'll be displaying the finished product in our center. So we're excited. It's Friday and Saturday. It's coming up August 3rd and 4th. It's a free event for the community, of course. I'm sure a lot of listeners are used to Leaf, but we're very excited to be able to be there in our community. So we're looking forward to that. And then Lance has a cool event coming up with youth, too.
Yeah, so we have an amazing event for youth that we do every year, and this year it's October 19th at Biltmore Church, and we partner with the local area school systems to provide this event called Real World. What Real World is an event that teaches youth about financial literacy and budgeting and banking and that kind of good stuff. So when students register for this event, they tell us what industry they want to go into and what level of education they want to complete. When they come to the event, they're given a job card with a budget based on that registration information. So they have to break it down into a monthly salary. They get a budget sheet to kind of figure out their needs and wants. And the main event of the day is they enter the simulation where they go in and find housing, utilities, groceries, everything that you need to survive in life. Budget it out. At the end of it, they get audited. I know that doesn't sound like a lot of fun getting audited, but we make it fun. We provide lunch. We do a lot of giveaways, that kind of thing. Last year, we had 325 youth involved, and over 100 volunteers. So it really takes some community effort to pull off this awesome event.
So, Nate, thank you very much for coming in and telling us about your experience. Do you have anything final to say about Goodwill and your experience interning at Van Winkle?
I would say that it's definitely an excellent program that I would advise that any student who wants to do well in life just jump in there and do it, because it's an awesome program. It helps prepare you for your future career, and it helps prepare your leadership skills, definitely.
Well, thank you all for coming in. Thank you, Tara, for coming in again. You've been listening to our monthly Goodwill Radio show to help inform the community about what's going on at Goodwill and all the spectacular programs that they offer to the community. You're listening to WPVM 103.7 on your dial in Asheville, North Carolina.